Sir, shall I start?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Namaste to all the dignitaries and participants. A warm welcome from the side of today's moderator. I, Dr. Ankita Jain, Coordinator International Affairs and MP State Secretary at Research Foundation of India, would like to welcome you all with all joy. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome on the inaugural of 10 days training program on our programming for building data analysts. It will be starting from today only and will be ending on 17th of December. So in these 10 days, we'll be going to see various topics like introduction to R, installation of RStudio and data types, data structures, vectors, data structures like matrix, array, functions and packages in R, probability and distribution in R, chi-square using R, t-test, ANOVA, correlation and regression. Apart from that, in the last day, we will be going to see some of the case studies based discussing using R. This event is organized by Research Foundation of India in association with Government Women's Polytechnic College Indore, sponsored by JHERF, World Virtual Conference Forum, World Federation of Science and Technology, International Research Guide Federation, Academic Research Guide Association, Academic INC. Thanks. Before we start the session, I would like to give a brief introduction about RFI, about Research Foundation of India. RFI is strictly working for the social upliftment and higher education quality and Indian research promotions in the form of events like international national conferences, seminars, workshops, symposium, and other activities. RFI works for the integration of intellectual ideas across the globe to fulfill the thirst of innovation of humanity. Research Foundation of India is concerned with improving the educational process by encouraging scholarly inquiry related to education and practical application of research results. Research Foundation of India is working for research and development for higher education. It has signed MOU with top universities from India. RFI members are faculty, researchers, graduates, students, and other distinguished professionals with rich and diverse expertise in education research. RFI does not take any financial sponsor from any of the government body. RFI has organized more than 1,000 international conferences, workshops, development programs all over the world. Now, RFI having 87 chapters in India and 18 chapters in Asian and other countries and categorized 5 board like West, East, South, North, and Central Zone. Now, before starting the session, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta sir, CMD Research Foundation of India, for his words of blessings. I request you, sir. Ashok sir, are you there?
Hello, I am audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Ashok Kumar Gupta, CMD RF. I have invited to the training program. The aim is focus on the recent advancement. This webinar covers a broad range of now I privilege and honor all dignitaries before and experts available for this training program. I am to Dr. Saurabh Jain, Chairman RFI. I am also thankful to Dr. Ajay Jain and the entire team RFI and organizing institute. I am thankful to all who have given their input in this FDP and all participants.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Chanchala Jain, ma'am, today's expert, master trainer, and research expert. I would like to introduce her before with our participants. Profile: Dr. Chanchala Jain is an author, research expert, and academician with an experience of more than 11 years in management and commerce as an assistant professor. She is a co-founder of Urja Counseling and Training Indore. I request participants to turn off their mics. Presently, she is working as assistant professor in Shri Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore. She is also the coordinator of IQAC at PIMR. As a research expert and trainer, she has conducted many workshops and FDPs on SPSS module and research paper writing and R. She has chaired and co-chaired various conferences. She has rich experience of more than 9 years in research, and with this, she has more than 40 research papers published in various Scopus national and international journals. She has also presented research paper in more than 15 conferences and won 4 Best Paper Awards at various universities and colleges. 4 research scholars pursuing PhD under her guidance. She has also guided more than 500 students in their major and minor research projects. As an author, she has also written a book on crucial problems of our society, along with co-author titled as Atmahatya Kyon. We welcome you, ma'am. Now I will request you to proceed with the session. Chanchala Jain, ma'am.
Hello. Yes, ma'am, I'm here only.
Yes, please continue with the
Yeah.
session.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, Ankita, ma'am, for giving me the nice introduction and introducing me with the audience. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashok, sir. Thank you, RFI, for giving me the opportunity to conduct this workshop and inviting me as a resource person. So I think without any formality, I can start. So Ankita, ma'am, can I start with the session?
Yes, ma'am. 100%.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. So give me a second only. I'm going to share my screen. Ankita ma'am, will you confirm me whether my screen is visible or not?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yeah. And ma'am, am I clearly audible?
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly fine.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ankita ma'am.
Yes,
So, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, all the participants. Thank you so much for joining this workshop. As you are knowing, or you have got my introduction. So today I'm starting with the very basic phase or very basics of the R programming. So today I'm going to discuss the introduction about R and RStudio. Then I'll tell you how we can download R and RStudio in our desktops or on the laptops. And then we'll discuss that what are the data types in R. So for that, I'll take you to the R and I'll tell you how we can develop or create various variables using various data types. So I think most of us, or maybe many of you have heard about R programming. That R programming is generally used by the academicians. Not only academicians used R programming, but also it is used in the corporate world with the by the various programmers. But whenever I'm talking about research, in research, R will help us to get the better results in comparison to the other softwares, because it has so many various or so many types of packages available which assist us to get the better what I can say results using those packages. So that is why we can say that in R is a better software which will provide us so many opportunity to analyze the data. I'll talk about the Excel. So we are all knowing this thing that Excel has certain limitations. Like we cannot store the big data type of things in Excel. Apart from that, if we want to do some high level type of statistical tool of application we want to do on the data, that also we cannot do with the help of Excel, because it has very limited tools available which we can apply on the data. Apart from that, it has, I can say, maybe if you have worked with the Excel, you are knowing this thing that we can apply only ANOVA. Regression only we can apply, that is a simple regression we can apply. Also, we can apply the T and Z test. But apart from that, if I want to perform, say, for example, factor analysis, that I cannot do in a better way with the help of Excel. So to overcome these limitations, there were certain other softwares introduced by various types of companies. So maybe you have heard about the SPSS, MATLAB, Stata, etc. So these all are available various tools which can help us to assist us in analyzing the data. Among these different tools, there is one more important tool available in the market, that is R. So R is a tool which is, maybe you people are knowing this thing, that R is a tool which is freely available, and that is why it is getting more popularity in the research field also and in the corporate field also. So when I'm talking about R is an open source programming language. That is, it is widely used as a statistical software and data analysis tool. So when I call R is an open source language, so the meaning of open source is that means anyone can contribute in the R environment. Means if I am a simple statistician, if I want to develop, or if I am a simple software and if I want to develop any kind of functions or packages, that I can develop, and I can upload those packages and the functions in the environment of R. So that way it is an open source, it has a large community, and anyone can contribute to the R environment. So R generally comes with the command line interface. I'll show you what I mean by the command line interface. So with that, we can easily do the coding one by one. We can write the lines and we can execute them in our environment. So the most beautiful part of R is that it is available across the various platforms. Like we can download R for Windows also, we can download R for Linux also, and we can download R for Mac operating systems also. So this way, on various kinds of operating system, we can download the R and we can work with R. So question comes, who has developed this particular programming language? So there were two gentlemen who have developed the R programming language. So the name of those gentlemen were the Ross Ehaka and the Robert Gentleman. So these two guys have developed the R programming language, and then after development of the R programming language by them, now this language is totally hand over or taken over by the community of R programming. So now there is so many persons who is contributing in the R programming language on each and every basis. So I can say on the basis of daily basis, we can say various functions and packages were developed by the programmers, and they can easily upload those functions and programs in the environment of R. So almost more than 10,000 packages are available in R. Talking about importance of R programming over some other software, so we can see here, first, the very important one is that it is a freely installed programming language. That means you need to only go to the CRAN website. From that website, we can easily download the R programming, and then we can work on that. Second one is, it is a most recent trend. So as I said, there are two programming languages in the market. The first one is the R and the second one is the Python. These two programming languages are in the trend nowadays because of the specialty, like when I'm talking about R. So R has various packages available, which makes R working very easy. So if in academics or if in research field, we want to work with R, it will help us to do the analysis in an easy manner. And that is why it is in a trend nowadays. Next one is the integrate with the other languages also. Means if we are using R, we can integrate this language with other languages. Like maybe you have heard about C, C++, Java, etc. So we can integrate this language with other languages also. And in that case, we can access the resources or the data sets available in those different languages. And we can work on those data sets in R also. So that way, this is known as the integration of R with the other programming languages. Next is the latest cutting edge technology. So I think from the name itself, it is very clear because of its flavor of having the various kind of packages and the functions. It gives us a edge over some other programming languages, and that is why it is in a demand now. Secondly, next one is the platform independent. That means either it is a Windows or it is a Linux or it is a Mac. On any platform, we can work with R programming, because when I'll take you to the current website, I'll show you it is available for all types of platform. Then when the last one is the vast community. So as I said, after the development of R programming, now it is handed over to the community, and now anyone, even a layman, can develop the programmings or functions and packages, and they can contribute in the R environment. So these are the some of the importance which makes R in a trend. Now, I think this is the whole critical part which I have already communicated to you. Talking about the features of R. So some of the important features of R I have mentioned here. The very first one is it is generally help us to find the basic statistics. Say, for example, if I want to find the measures of central tendency, if I want to find the measures of dispersion, etc., that also we can find with the help of R. So there are some base functions available in R which assist us to get the various kind of statistical values. Next one is the static graphics. So whether it is a dynamic graph or whether it is a static graph, R provides us the facility to develop such kind of graphs. Say, for example, I have included some of the names here like graphic maps, mosaic plots, biplots, etc. Means these are the latest or the advanced visualization available in the market, which we can usually create through the R programming language. Next one is the probability distribution. So as we are knowing, as per the agenda of the 10 days, you people are knowing this thing that I'm going to discuss. During the last few days, I'm going to discuss about the inferential statistics in R. So I'm going to tell you how we can do the hypothesis testing in R. And for hypothesis testing, one thing is very important to know about the distribution of the data. So if I want to know something about my data, so I need to use the various kind of probability distribution. So R provides us that facility also. With the R, we can also use binomial distribution, or we can also calculate binomial distribution, Gaussian distribution, and normal distribution. We can get the values of these different distributions with the help of various functions available in R. Next one is the data analysis. So after getting the descriptive statistics, so maybe you are knowing this thing, descriptive statistics means the measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, and measures of distribution. So after knowing about our data, if we further want to do some advanced kind of analysis on the data, or want to perform some advanced kind of analysis on the data, that also we can do in R. Because in R, as I just said, there are various packages available that we can use to analyze the data. And as the days proceed, we will see how we can use packages and functions to analyze the data. Because nowadays this is a trend, and we need to know what our data is saying to us. So we need to know the insights of the data, and R is one tool which assists us to get the insights of our data. Now, question comes, if these types of what I can say characteristics and features R is having, so how we can download that particular R software on our devices. So now means I can say now onwards, I'll request all of you, because this is a 10 days workshop, and I'll take you to the hands-on practice on various types of data in R. So this is my request. Please, each and everyone, open your devices and download R along with me. So I'll show you how you can do that. You can see here I have taken the name of the website, that is the https://crane.r-project.org. So using this particular website, we can easily download the R programming in the devices, whatever devices we are using. So give me a second. I need to share this link on the chat box. So I have sent the link in the chat box. I request everyone, please access this link and please, along with me, try to download the R program. I will not perform the downloading part because I have already the R software available in my device. I request everyone, I'll guide you how you can download and how you can install the R in your devices. So please, anyone from the participants will confirm me that who else, who are performing along with me the process of downloading. Can anyone confirm me? Okay, thank you, Sandeep sir. Okay, very good. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. I think someone has raised the hand. Want to ask me something, or you have raised your hand that you people are performing along with me?
Ma'am, performing along with you.
Okay, thank you, Vaishnavi ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. So, have you copied the link and posted on your Google?
Yes, ma'am.
Now click on that. Are you landed on somewhere or not? I need to copy the same. Give me a second. Everyone is here. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please, I think once you are clicking on that particular link, now you need to see here there are 3 different platforms available. Download. We can download R for Linux, for Mac, and also for Windows. So according to your operating system, you can click on any of these 3. If you are working on Windows, you can click on this. Linux or Mac people can click on this. So can anyone confirm me? Majority of people are working on Windows or Mac? How many of you are working on Windows?
Windows.
Windows. Okay. Okay. Windows.
Windows.
Yeah, I think most of we are working on the Windows. Even I am working on Windows. So I request you click on the third link, that is the download R for Windows. Click on this. Once you will click on this, the downloading process will begin. Yes. It is taking you to this particular page. Second page. Everyone is on this page. Guys, say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, here you can click install R for the first time. Then click. Everyone, please confirm me. I think in the online platforms, only the two-way interaction can help us, that whether you people are listening to me or not. So please confirm me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So after clicking on that, you would be landed on this particular page, and whatever is the recent version available of R, you need to click on that. Download R. Here I can show you because these are the PPTs. So here, when I made this PPTs, at that time the 4.2.1 version was available. So whatever the latest version is available, you can click on that. So once you will click on that, you can see this way the downloading process will begin. I am rotating my mouse at the lower side of my slide. You can see at the left hand side, you can see. So this way the downloading process will begin. Is it right? It has started.
Right, ma'am.
But
Yes,
for
started.
Mac users, I am not able to find from where to download. I mean, I clicked the link.
Okay, ma'am. Have you clicked on this Mac OS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then after that, on which page you have landed?
I don't know which link to click after that. I'm not able to comprehend what this is. Can I share my screen?
Huh. Give me a second, ma'am. I'm stop sharing my screen and then you can share. Yes, you can share now so that I can see.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, now it's visible.
What I did was I clicked on the Mac OS and this is what is coming. So where should I go now?
Just a minute, ma'am. I'm giving you the solution. Give me a minute. You can see here, it is given at the second last link. You can see https://mac.
This? Hmm.
Yes.
This link should I click? I don't know.
Ma'am, you can see it is written information tools and
Most
most
recent daily builds of the RGUI are patched. This one.
Just a minute. I need to read it completely. Yeah, click on this ones, ma'am. Click on this.
This one, right?
Yeah. Yes. Go down. Ma'am, go up. MOS, Mac OS, and ma'am, hold on a screen. Just a minute. I need to read it. Go up. Now go down. There is one more thing available. Go down. Yeah. The first link at the night, you can see upward.
This or this?
No, ma'am, up, go up.
This?
Here you can see 4.2.2 pest is given.
4.2 badge.
Yeah. Click on the link download. 86_64.
86 and
Started.
is this show? This is something downloading. I don't know what it is.
Wait a minute. Because for Mac, I think I haven't used R. So I need to see, ma'am. Wait a minute.
It's okay.
No. How many of you have downloaded for Windows? Can anyone confirm me?
Yes, madam, I have downloaded.
I have done too.
Okay. So you can, those who have downloaded, they can click on the .exe file to install R in their devices.
Yeah, ma'am, my entire process is done.
Okay, that's great. Vaishnavi, ma'am,
Yeah.
just a second. I'm sharing one more link.
Okay.
So those who have downloaded, the downloading process is finished, ma'am.
I guess.
Installation is also done.
Yes, ma'am. It was asking like, please specify MDI or STI.
You can skip everything, ma'am. Only press. You need to press next.
Okay, thank
Till
you.
the end. Vaishnavi ma'am, give me a second. I'm trying to fix your problem.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen, but by the time I'm also searching some particular thing for you. So give
I
me
have all these files available. Are those of any use?
when you can click on this R, click on R. What is it is asking to you?
Unidentified developer cannot verify this app is free.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix your problem. Give me a second. Installation is done of how many of you? Can anyone confirm me?
Ma'am, I have also done that installation.
Okay.
Yes, I'm done. Installation is done. It's
Okay. Vaishnavi ma'am, are you able to see somewhere download R dash whatever is the version? Are you able to see that on your screen? Because I am on some other screen. I am trying to fix your problem.
Where should I find whatever you are saying this? On this?
I think from where we have downloaded, which from where I have told you to download from night under the night. I have told you to download the first link or click on the first link.
Yeah.
So where can you see download R dash whatever is the latest version available? Is it there somewhere?
No.
No. Just a minute. Those who are those who have installed the R, are you people able to see any of the shortcut which has created on your desktops? Anyone can see? Yes. Can
yes,
anyone?
ma'am. I can see. Yes, yes.
So I request you to click on that. Open everyone that particular command prompt of R. Vaishnavi ma'am, can you do me? Can you please hold on a day? I think I need to try to fix out which is the correct link for you. So can you all today for a day only? Can you see how we can proceed further?
Okay, okay. No
I'll
problem.
share the link with the sir, and sir will share the link with you from that where you can download it. Is it fine?
Yeah, ma'am, it's okay.
Yeah. So that it will save all of us time, and I'm extremely sorry, it is not clearly clicking me from where you need to download that. So I think I have shared my screen. I hope my screen is visible to each one of you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Command prompt, anyone who can confirm me, are you getting?
Yes, yes.
So how many of you are getting such kind of command prompt? Yes, please confirm me. I think Sandeep sir is getting this command prompt. Apart from him, how many of you are getting the same command prompt? Can anyone confirm me?
Ma'am, my command form background is white. And it's
No
blue
issues, sir.
written.
It's all fine. No issues. Color doesn't matter.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else who will confirm me?
Yes, ma'am, we got it.
So means here I think almost we have 70-75 participants we are having. So out of 75, I think 2 people are only saying that they are getting. Apart from that, because it's a 10 days journey and you need to work on hold the 10 days on this our platform only. So can anyone confirm me this?
They have given in the chat box, ma'am. They have given S.
Yes, means I think okay. Thank you. Actually, I am on the other screen, so I am unable to see it. Okay. So once you are getting or once you have downloaded this R software in your devices, you would be able to open this type of command prompt. Now here, how it works, I'll tell you. I think whenever I'm talking about research, whenever I'm talking about the data analysis things, so we are knowing this thing that we need to have certain variables. So here in R, we can create various types of variables. So this is the command prompt. After this, I'll talk also about the RStudio, but here I'll show you how we can work on this particular platform. So say for example, I have written here the name of my variable X, and I have written here equals, and suppose I have stored 5 in this X. I hope it is visible to everyone what I have written. X equals 5. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes.
I'm pressing enter. Once I press enter, you can see the greater than sign is coming. That means the first line is executed in R. That means I have successfully entered or stored 5 in the X variable. So this way I have created a X variable. So I hope it is clearly visible to everyone, and new people also have performed it, right? Yes, may I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Now, if I want to see what is the value I have stored in X, so I can use print function. So print is a base function which is easily available. Means for print, I do not need to do any coding. So it is a base function, inbuilt function available in R. And with the help of this print function, we can print the value which we have stored in R. So I'm pressing enter. So once I press enter, we are able to see it is returning us 5. Is it clearly visible to everyone, right? I think if you are performing, you can say yes, you are getting it, right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Anyone please
Yes.
confirm?
Yes.
Yes. So here now I'm writing type of X. Question comes, what is the meaning of type of? So this gives data type of elements. So you can see I have written here a comment using hash sign. So this way, if I'm writing anything after the hash sign, that means R will understand this thing that this is a comment I have written here. So when I'll press enter here, you can see it is returning me double. Are you getting it? Type of X
Yes,
is
ma'am.
double.
Yes, ma'am.
Now question comes, what is double? So here I'm talking about the data types. R has various data types like numeric data type, character data type, complex data type, logical, and the complex. These are the 5 data types available in R. So question comes, what is double? Double and numeric, one in the same thing. Getting me? Double and numeric, one in the same thing. Everyone getting me?
Ma'am, can you repeat the number of types of data types, please?
From this line, type of X.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
many? You
So-
told 5 data types, right? Can you repeat the names
Okay,
of those?
okay, I'm writing here. Numeric, then character, then logical, then complex, then integer. Also, there is one more, that is raw. So these are the various data types available in R: numeric, character, logical, complex, integer, and raw. double and numeric one in the same thing. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And using type of function, we can identify what is the element type which we have stored in any variable. So this way, now I'm coming to the next line. I have pressed enter here to come to the next line. And now suppose I'm writing here y equals 12.5. I have pressed enter. So after pressing enter, that means this value is stored now in in y. And this is now created in the R environment, that in y we have stored 12.5. Now say for example, if I want to perform some arithmetic operation. So for example, if I want to add x and y, so I have written x plus y. I am pressing enter. You can see the output, it is giving me 17.5. So when I know this thing, in x we have stored 5 and in y we have stored 12.5. So the result is 17.5. Now when I'm writing y minus x, I'm pressing enter. This way you can see we are getting 7.5. Similarly, if I'm writing x into y, it is giving me 62.5. If I'm writing y divided by x, it is giving us 2.5. So I think these are the basic arithmetic operations which we can perform on the two various variables. So it is clear to everyone, these things are clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Now I have talked about the numeric. Now we are moving towards to the second data type, that is character. I think from name itself it is very clear. Character means alphabets, word, text form data, which is known as the character. Is it right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for example, say for example, now I have written here equal. So here I need to tell you one more thing. Equal is a one way of assigning the data or assigning the any element in any particular variable. Apart from that, we can also use this greater than and hyphen sign. This is also a type of assignment we can use. And suppose here I have written hello. So here you need to see, whenever we are talking about character, you need to store the character values either in the single quote or in the double quote. Now I'll press enter. So you can see I'm not getting any error. So now when I will print X, can anyone tell me what I will get?
Hello.
Hello.
Why not
Hello.
5? Why not 5? Because initially I have stored 5. Now I have stored hello. So what I'll expect? What I can get with the help of this print?
Hello.
Hello. Reason is, can anyone tell me what is the reason?
Logically latest one.
Yes, sir. Very good. Because in R, whatever means it is overwrite. This is known as the overwriting. So whatever I have stored previously, if in the same variable I am storing the second thing, so that way it will overwrite the previous value. And now instead of 5 in X, we have stored hello. So that way when I will call X, it will give me hello. So print of X means it is printing now hello instead of 5, because before or initially I have stored 5, but afterwards I have stored the hello in X. So that is why R has overwritten the 5 with hello. So that is why I am getting hello when I am printing X. So is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the second data type in R. So I think now may I move for the third one, or do you have any queries regarding numeric and character?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So now we are proceeding further, and I'll tell you logical. Logical, I think maybe those who are from the computer field or those who have studied computer, I think all of us has studied computer, and we are knowing this thing that computer can understand the values like 0 and 1 very easily. These are the binary numbers. So therefore, there are certain logical values available in R, and these are true and false, or 0 and 1. So say for example, I have created a variable z and I'm storing here true. I'm pressing enter. Here you can see I have written true in all caps. It is very important because I am writing here R is case sensitive language. So if suppose I will store true like this, means I have only kept kept only T in caps and remaining 3 in the small cap. When I am pressing enter, R is giving me an error, that is object true not found. I hope it is visible. Or if you are performing, you are also getting the same kind of error, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you can understand this thing. R only understands true as a logical value when we will pass all the alphabets in uppercase. So either true or false. Whenever we want to store any logical value in any variable, you always need to write that value in uppercase. So I think it is clear to everyone. May I move further to the complex?
Ma'am, can you repeat this again?
The point which I said just?
Yes.
Yes. So whenever we want to store any logical value in any variable, we need to write either true or false in all caps, because R is a case sensitive language. So if we are storing true and false in all caps, only then R will understand that these are the logical values. So say for example, here I have stored X. In X, I have stored true, but in true, I have kept only T in caps and remaining 3 in the small cap. So that way, this is a kind of character for R. So it is giving me an error that object true not found. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So true and false should always be number sets if we want to treat them as a logical values in R. So now may I proceed further? For the complex, I can proceed now. Anyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. So now suppose I am again writing one more variable name. I have written here P, and in P, suppose I am storing 5 minus 8i. So those who are from mathematical backgrounds, or maybe those who are able to recall their school days, they are knowing these things, that some complex numbers we have studied in very initial stage of our school time. So you can understand whenever I'm talking about complex data type or complex number, so it has two what I can say aspect. One is the real self of the number, and second one is the imaginary self of the number. So this is the complete number which will show us the real self of the number, and this is the imaginary self which we are writing with small I. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
I am pressing Control Enter. You can see I'm not getting any error. If I want to print P, I can only write print of P and I can press enter. It will return me whatever I have stored in P. It is 5 minus 8i. So this way, this is the complex number. Now, I think, may I move further for integer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now when I'm talking about integer, so say for example, I have created a Q variable and here I have written, suppose 13L. You can see here I have written 13L and L I have written as in capital letter. So when I press when I press enter, you can see I'm not getting any error, because in R, if we want to communicate this thing to R that this number is an integer number, so after that number I can use capital L as suffix, and this is only L, not any other alphabet. Only capital L you can use, and that way R will understand that this number is a integer number. And I think you people are knowing what is the integer. Integer is a complete number. It's a whole number, right? And when I'm talking about numeric, so numeric can be any number, which can be a complete number also, but it can any decimal number also, right? So Q is 13L. So when I'll print my Q variable, you can see I need to press only enter and it is giving me 13 and not L. But in the memory of R, it is stored that 13 is an integer. So for example, if I will check type of Q, you can see it is coming as integer. Is it? Everyone is getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So far, what I want to communicate to each of you, being a statistician, being a researcher, because I think we have launched this particular FDP or this particular workshop from the point of view of the academicians and from the point of view of the researchers. So whenever we are talking about R programming, so being a researcher or being a statistician or being a academician, we need to only have to take work with this only few of the data types and not all. You need to take the help of numeric, character, logical, and sometimes integer. Complex and raw are not much use of ours, because being a statistician and the researcher, we need to only use numeric, character, logical, and sometimes integer. But we do not need to have the take the help of complex type of data types and the raw. So that is why I have only discussed here the main 5 things, and I'm not going to enter into the raw, because in raw I need to tell you the character to raw, raw to character. So that way it is not much of our use. So I'm not going to enter into the raw data type. Remaining 5 I have explained you till yet or so far. If you have any doubt, any query, you can ask me. If not, I'll lend you or I take you to the RStudio and we will see how we can download RStudio. And firstly, I'll discuss the conceptual part of RStudio. So I think any queries so far? Anyone?
No, ma'am, no queries.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Madam, may I
Anji.
have a question? Can
Yeah.
we use any other type of any other character except from L, just like F?
No, only capital L is dedicated to represent that this particular number is an integer, sir. Only L.
Okay.
Sir, I think query is sorted. May I move further now?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, thank you.
Ma'am,
Anyone?
one question over here
Yeah.
regarding, ma'am, we are using print function to see the values, right? Without
Yes.
print function, can we see the values?
Without print function.
Yes,
Just a minute.
in the command.
Say, for example, I have stored something in queue. Suppose 3 I have stored. Sir, if you want to see,
Simply,
generally.
if I write Q there,
Sorry?
simply if I write Q over there, will I get the value or?
No, I'm not getting you. Will you please repeat?
If I write only Q over there now, at the
Like
command
this.
prompt, Q has
Yes.
yes,
No,
yes.
sir, it will give you an error. Yes, it is giving you. Sorry, it is giving you. I forgot
Yes.
that I have stored 3. If suppose I have written one simple alphabet S, and I'm pressing, because I have not created S variable here. You
Right.
can see, right? So that way it is giving me an error. But if I have stored something in any particular variable or any alphabet, and when I'm calling that variable or particular alphabet, it will give us the value. That you can do.
Ma'am, for assigning, we have to go with the symbol arrow only, or equal to also will work?
Equal to also will work.
Okay, no issue with the versions, right?
No.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So I hope my slides are visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now question comes. Firstly, I think maybe you people have heard about R and RStudio also. And most of the academician or the researchers generally work with RStudio. So question comes, why people are generally preferring to work with RStudio. So I think I have just given you the flavor of the R command prompt. And you have seen that it is very straight kind of prompt where we can only type, we have to type so much in the R command prompt. But when I'm talking about RStudio, it is a type of software which will, means, for example, if I started typing some word, for example, I want to use print function and I have written PRI only I have written. So it will give me the suggestions also. Means what is starting from PRI. So it will give me the range of all the PRI functions, which are, means all the functions which are starting with the PRI in RStudio or in R environment. So that way, this is the one, what I can say, beauty of RStudio. So that is why nowadays people are, rather than working with the R command prompt, people preferring to work with the RStudio. So from the entire 10 days, we will work on the RStudio. So firstly, I'll explain you what is RStudio and how we can download this RStudio in the devices. So answer is RStudio is a programming language for the statistical computing and graphics. It is also known as IDE for the R, that is Integrated Development Environment. So this integrated development environment means it is a combination of three important things. First thing is the text editor, second thing is the compiler, and third thing is the debugger. Now we'll see one by one what is the text editor, debugger, and compiler. Text editor means, I think again I'll switch to the screen. You can see if I want to copy something, for example, I want to copy this line, Control C. I tried to paste it here. It is, you can do it, you can do this thing easily here in the R command, R console or R command prompt. Similarly, there is one more way to access the previous line using the upper keys and the lower keys of your keyboard. You can also access the previously executed syntaxes. I think you can see when I'm pressing lower key or upper key, you can see the changes in my string at the last line. I think everyone is able to see, right? Visible, something is happening.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
This is we can do with this particular R console. But if I want to do some, for example, if I want to come in this line, if I want to make some editing, for example, I have stored P. In P, I have stored a complex number, that is 5 minus 8i. So, for example, when I'm referring the same particular script, if I want to make changes in place of 5 minus 8i, now I want to store 3 minus 3i. So I want to make changes in this particular line. So I am coming here. You can see it will not allow to make you changes on the same line that you have already executed. So this is the drawback of the RStudio. So to overcome such kind of drawbacks, now RStudio has been launched by the developers and it has made our working very easy. So now when I'm talking about text editor, so in RStudio there are 4 screens. I'll show you here a bit, one by one now. So in text editor, what we can do, we can easily write, we can easily edit everything. We want to copy paste or anything we want to make formatting or anything we want to make changes, that we can do in the text editor. Also, we can save text editor for our future references. So this is the beauty of RStudio. Talking about compiler, so compiler will help us to execute our program. It will make our working easy. And third one is a debugger. So debugger means is a kind of program which help us to detect the errors. Means when I execute any particular line which I have written with certain errors and I have executed in the text editor or in the RStudio environment. So debugger will help us or assist us to understand that particular error. It will give you a message of an error. And that way, we'll while reading that particular message, we can try to we can understand the thing that which kind of error we are facing, and that way we can detect that error and we can solve, or we can try to modify that particular syntax and we can remove that error from that particular syntax. So this way, this is the beauty of RStudio. So this is a combination of 3 things: text editor, compiler, and debugger. Now you can see I'm showing you the 4 various windows here. So you can see at a time, you can see 4 windows are here. The left lower corner window, you can see where I am rotating my mouse and it is written here. This is known as the R console. So here we can also write our syntaxes, and by pressing enter, we can execute them here. So this is R console in the RStudio. I hope the first thing is clear, or first window is clear for everyone. This is the R console, lower window. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I think somebody has forgot and he or she is not muted. So I request you please turn off your mics. Now, talking about the second window, you can see I'm showing this is the upper left-hand window. This is known as the text editor. So here in this window, what we can do? We can easily write our codes. we can make the editing, we can do the changes in that particular syntaxes or codes. We can copy and paste everything we can do. We can save them also for the future reference. So this is the beauty of RStudio. With the help of text editor, we can do lots of things here. But question, I think I'll go you when I'll take you to the RStudio, that I'll tell you how we can execute the commands in the text editor and how we can execute the commands in the console. So I think this is not I'm discussing right now. Going to the third window, this is known as the file browser window. Here you can see there are various things available: files, plots, packages, help, and viewer. So whenever we will click on files, whatever is the present file we are working on, it will show you, or whatever is the recent visited files, it will show you all. Plots, when I click on the plots, so whatever plots we have made in the R environment, and if it is saved, it will show you all. Or recently we have created any plot in the environment of R, it will show the output in this particular window. Similarly, it will show you all the packages listed here. Any type of help we want to get from the RStudio, it will take you, or it will help you to get that type of help. Lastly, the fourth window is the environment window. This window is what? This window will help us. This window will help us to understand, means whatever we have created is will be visible to us here. Means suppose if I have created any variable in the console or in the text editor, if I have executed that particular variable, so it would be reflected here by the environment. That means this particular variable is created. Along with that, it will also show its types, and it will also show its values, whatever we have stored in that particular variable. So this way, these are the 4 important windows of RStudio, which helps us to make our working easy. Now, how we can download RStudio? So this is the link. I'm giving you this link. So give me a second. I'm typing the link. So I hope you can see that a window is available. The link is available in the chat. So you can click on that particular link to download RStudio. I hope you are able to see the link. Yes. You need to click on download RStudio desktop. Once you will click on the link, you need to click on the RStudio download desktop. Desktop version you need to click. Done. Once you will click on that, the .exe file will be start downloading. Can anyone confirm me? Are you able to get it or not? Yes, anyone? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Not able to download it, ma'am.
What error you are getting, sir?
No error, but we don't know where the cursor goes after clicking on the download RStudio.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Ma'am, my download has started.
scroll down
And
now.
it's almost.
Scroll down.
You have to scroll down and find AXE
Yeah.
file.
It would be at the bottom, I think, somewhere.
Yes,
And you can
bottom.
You can read it and download RStudio desktop.
Step number 2, little bottom, AXE file.
Or those who have able to download, they can share the link with the in the chat box so that other can easily download if you have got it. After that, if you will able to download that .exe file, after downloading that, you can see once you will click on that, this type of window will come. If the downloading is done, you can click on that particular downloaded .exe file. Done. You need to only click on next. Done. Anyone? The process is very short for downloading the RStudio. Can anyone confirm me whether you are able to download it or not? Yes, anyone? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's almost done.
The process.
Okay.
They shouldn't be.
Anyone who is getting any error or any problem? Yes.
Can you show the first slide?
First slide. Okay. This one, ma'am.
No, the link I want. The link from which I can download.
Link I have already shared there, ma'am, in the chat box. Are you able to find it?
No, ma'am. Can you just give it again? Actually, I
Yeah.
joined late.
Give me a second. I am just sharing again. I think one of us has already shared it. I'm sharing his link again. Tanvi Shreya ma'am has shared the link. Got it, ma'am?
Yes, I got it.
So after you downloaded it, will you please anyone will please confirm me whether you are able to download it or not, or it is downloaded already so that I can show you how we can open it or something.
Ma'am, it's downloaded, but it's not showing in the desktop homepage.
Okay, no issue, sir. I'll tell you how you can locate it.
And I'm getting an error like you're trying to replace the existing file.
Sorry, will you please repeat it?
I'm getting error like while trying to replace the existing file, like command is coming.
Existing file. So, ma'am, have you downloaded it previously also?
No.
Maybe upload crash reports to ours.
Will you please share your screen, ma'am? Is it possible for you to share?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Share.
You can click on next. Ma'am, are you sharing? Devi ma'am, are you sharing your screen? Okay, thank you, Abhishek sir. Thank you, Manisha ma'am. I think it has started. Devi ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It is getting downloaded, but when I was trying to install, it is not.
Okay, wait a minute. We'll see what problem you are getting. So can I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My screen is visible to everyone. Is it visible? Although I have not shared anything, but I need to tell you how you can locate RStudio in your devices. So I think here at the Windows, you can click on RSTD. Once you will click on that, you would be able to see this type of icon is coming. I think you are able to see, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So once you will click on that, RStudio will be open, and that way you would be able to see this kind of screen. I think color may be different, but this is the I have set only already for my screen. Your color may be the white background. Is it open? Anyone can confirm me? Are you able to locate it and open it?
Ma'am, once I can open launch this
I-
RStudio, I may get the error like enable automated crash reporting. May we upload crash reports to RStudio automatically? May I click yes or no?
Sir, will you please repeat it again? Which type of error you are getting?
At top it is written as enable automated crash reporting.
I don't think so. It means it is not successfully downloaded, sir. It is not successfully downloaded in your device.
Right.
So that is why you are getting such kind of error. So apart from Ajaz sir,
Yeah, ma'am.
how many of you are able to install it and open it?
Oh, ma'am, I am done with it.
Okay, Nishika ma'am is done. Thank you.
I'm done, ma'am.
Okay, Devi ma'am is also done. Thank you. Next, or koi? Swain sir. Okay, that's great. So, sir, Ajaz sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
In your case, maybe you need to check your configuration of your device. What is the configuration of your device?
Madam, it is 64-bit i7.
It is 64-bit.
i7.
Okay.
In my Windows 10, ma'am.
Okay, so sir, do one thing for today only, because I think only 15-20 minutes are left. After
Right.
this, you can remove it from again. Means you can uninstall it and please try to download it again.
Yeah, but I click on yes button, or it is some sort of a minor error. I click yes, but I get the 3 windows right now. The text
Not
editor.
okay. I help you out. Give me a second. I help you out.
Right.
Which side you are getting one window, sir?
One is 3 windows. I am getting right now 3 windows. One is the text
Yeah.
editor, environment,
I'm
and the
asking
console.
which side you are getting one window. I think you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 windows.
No,
So at left hand side you are able to see one window, or at right hand side you are able to see one window.
I have getting 3 windows only.
Answer, you're not getting me. I'm saying, for example, I'm dividing this. Left hand side there are 2 windows, right hand side there are 2 windows, right?
Ma'am, it is on the left hand side. I am getting the same thing. It is on the
Okay,
left
so you
hand
need
side.
to click on here. Like this. Like this. You can see I am rotating my mouse here. This is for the minimizing it, and this is for the maximizing it. Got
Ma'am,
it?
actually there is nothing like that. Should I share my screen and show you?
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now you can share. I have shared my screen.
Yes, ma'am. I do. So, ma'am,
Yeah,
this is
madam,
how it is.
I got it. Get 4 windows. Yeah.
Yeah, I also got like this only.
Yeah. So you can click on this. Yes, click.
Yeah, this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Got it? Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. So same, sir, you need to also do the same thing.
Yeah, same. I got it.
So yes, this is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes. So give me a second. I'm sharing my screen. Anyone wants to ask me anything? I think I can share my screen now. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So you can see now from today onwards, we will work on the RStudio only. Okay. So now this is the first window at the upper side left hand. This is known as the text editor. This one is the console. You can see the name is already written here. This is the console. At the left hand side, this is the files window, and this is the environment. Right. Now there are two ways to working in RStudio. Either you can type your commands, codes, or syntaxes in the console, or you can type your command syntaxes or codes here in the text editor. Up to you. My suggestion is, what I do, I type each and everything here in the text editor window. Why so? Because this way I can save my file, and if in future I want to refer the same file, that I can easily do in the R. So I'll suggest you to work here, or else if you want to work here on console also, that also is permissible. There is no issue in that. So I am working here. Up to you. I'll show you in both ways. Okay. So firstly, I'll show you how we can work with the text editor. So here I am creating a variable x, storing value, suppose 42. So now to execute it, suppose I am pressing enter. You can see once I have pressed enter here, I think I am on the line 2, but nothing is created in the R environment. You can see nothing is coming in the environment. Environment is still empty. But if I have created something, it should be come here, it should be reflected here, but it is not coming here. So the reason is what? Because whenever you are working with the text editor, so to execute any of the code or line, what you need to do? You need to press Control Enter. See, once I have pressed Control Enter, it is executed and created in our environment, and even the reflection of that I can see in the console also. Right? Getting me? Anyone please confirm? Getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now you can see when I'm talking about console. So again, I have written X, and suppose this time I'm storing 16. Now I need to only press enter. So this is the difference between the text editor and in the console. If I'm writing something in the console, to execute that in R, you need to only press enter. But if I'm writing something in the text editor, to execute it in R, I need to press Control Enter. So I hope the difference is clear in these two screens. Anyone, will you please confirm me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please repeat? Hello. Could you
Yes,
please
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Could you please repeat the same? I didn't get it. Sorry.
Okay. If you are writing anything in the console, that is the lower window, if you are writing something here, if you want to create that or execute that in R, you need to press only enter. But if you are writing anything in the text editor, that is the upper window where I'm rotating my mouse, if you're writing something here, you need to press Control Enter to create that in R environment. So this is the difference. Here you need to press Control Enter. In the upper window, you need to press Control Enter. In the lower window, you need to press only Enter. One more way of executing any line in R, or in the any line in the text editor. Suppose I have written here, I have stored 23 in Y. So you can see here, this is the icon. You can see this is the run icon. When I will click on this way also I will be able to execute it in R. So you can see now Y equals to 23 is created in the R environment. I hope it is visible to everyone. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this way, this is known as the text editor. Now I am telling you few more things here. For example, so same things which we have done there in the console. That same I'm performing here also. Now I am writing X plus Y. I am pressing Control Enter to execute it. So you can see it is executed. So now can anyone tell me if I want to see the results of X plus Y, which I have stored in C, what I need to do?
See in the environment.
Okay. Print C. Print C, very good. Print C is the one way. Second way is I don't know who was talking to me previously because I am on another screen, so I cannot see who was talking to me. So ma'am has said correctly. We can also see here, this is the output of C. This is 39. Or apart from that, we can press Control Enter, or we can press only, or we can write only C and press Control Enter. That way also we would be able to see the results which we have stored in the C. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this way, this is the one thing. Suppose now I want to check the type of my C. I need to write type of C. I press Control Enter and it is showing me double and numeric, one in the same thing. Now, if I want to say, I think today I need to only discuss the data types, which I have already discussed. I need to discuss R and RStudio, which I have discussed. Now I tell you how you can change the font size, font style, or the color of your windows. So you need to go to the Tools menu. Then you can go to the Global Options. Then here you can click on the Appearance. And then Editor Font, you can change. Editor Font Size, you can change. And Editor Theme also you can change. Whatever you are liking, that you can select from here. Whatever way you want to see the display of your screens, that you can make changes from here. And once you will select, you need to only click here on the Apply. And that way you would be able to see changes in the screen. So I hope everyone is able to locate this thing. Do I need to repeat it again? Tools, Global Options, and Appearance. Done? Yes, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You can also make changes in the screen, whatever way you want to share, whatever way you want to get the display of your screen, that you can do. So this is the basic things which I have discussed. So for any query from the participant side, anything if you want to ask me regarding what I discussed today?
Yes, ma'am. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, to use RStudio, do we need to go with our software as well?
Yes, sir, because RStudio is the IDE, that is the integrated development environment. Without having R in the device, we cannot work with RStudio. So that is why, firstly, I told you to download R, and then we have downloaded RStudio.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
This slide. So I just wanted to confirm that will be getting any notes regarding this, or this this is only about the sessions.
Ma'am, what kind of notes you are expecting?
The information that or the recorded information. This.
I think, ma'am, RFI provides everything. I think this is a live session on YouTube also. So maybe I think on the website of RFI you can find it. You can find it in your upcoming days also. The same thing if you want to revise the first session. If you want to suppose you have missed some part, or if you want to revise something of the first session. So I think everything is available on the website of RFI. You can get it from there.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome, ma'am. Anything else?
I mean, the starting, we have installed our software from some website.
Yes.
There we have clicked on binary, something like that, and then we have got the R software. So
yes.
What exactly means like binaries? And below that we were having some R tools and all those things also. Do we need to install those things?
No, we need to only install this. Sir, the thing is, I think memory in each and every one devices are very limited. So we need to only install the R. But once we will proceed further, whatever packages we want to install, that I'll tell you how we can download that. So we do not need to go in anything else. This is enough.
So R and RStudio we have to install for working.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this is just only my suggestion, up to you. You can work with R console also, which I have shown you previously. You can work with RStudio also. But I think you will find RStudio is much friendly than the console.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
So to work with it, sir, you need to have R first.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome, sir. Anything else?
Yeah, ma'am. Can you please explain when we are getting 3 windows, so how to get the 4th one?
Yes. Sir, say for example, you are getting this kind of window.
Yeah.
So you need to click here. Got it, sir? These are the window sign you can see. Once you will click on that, that way it will be divided. It will show you the text editor window also.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Got it, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. One more thing I want to tell you here, we can clean these things also. Means if I want to clean my environment, what I can do, you can see here there is a brush sign available. I'm rotating my mouse. I think everyone would be able to see on their screens there is a brush sign. This is the sign which is telling us if I want to clean my workplace, this workspace. This is also environment is also known as workspace. So once you will click on this, it will ask you whether whatever is there in your environment you want to remove it. Once we will click on that, it will be permanently removed from the R. So you need to click on yes or no depending upon your choice. Similarly, if you are creating any plots or something, so here there is a brush sign available. Through that you can remove it. Here also you can see at the console brush sign is available, but here in the text editor there is no brush sign. What you can do, there is no brush sign. What you can do, you can select complete screen. Say for example, this screen you can select. I have pressed Control A from my desktop, and that way you can only press delete from your keyboard and you can remove whatever you have written here. If you want to save it, you can go to the file and you can save as, or you can click on save. So that way you can save the script also. Script means this text editor window you can save. Suggestive one or suggestive from my side is that always whatever working you are doing. So means for example, I think today was a very basic day. I have not discussed much about the things. But from tomorrow onwards, I'll suggest you. I think one of the men has asked me about the notes. So, ma'am, I'll tell you what you need to do, whatever we are working here. Say, for example, so you can write here, check the data type of elements. So that way, these are nothing. These are the notes for you for your future reference. So whatever we are working, you can write each and everything in the comment section using these hash. So hash meaning is for R will understand that these are the comments, and that way we will not get any error in these lines. So for future reference, you can understand whatever is written in the comment section. From that particular line, you can understand in future that what you have done for that particular command or the function. So this way you can create your notes, and daily what you can do, you can save your files, and that way at the end of the 10th day or after the 10 days, you can able to understand what we have done in these 10 days. So this is only my suggestion from my side. Apart from that, if any other expectations you have, you can tell me. Yes?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else which is left, like for the day, for the particular any
No,
topic?
ma'am. From tomorrow, I think I need to discuss only RStudio and data types today, which I have already discussed. Tomorrow onwards, we will start with the data structures.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, like, hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, right hand side down box, it has been shown lots of folders. Lots of folders. It is not blank like yours in my RStudio.
At left hand side or right hand side?
Right hand side. Where is your cursor right now? Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of folders are showing. Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
These are the what I can say inbuilt files available in the R environment.
Okay.
So I think when you will click on plots, it would be blank because we
Okay,
are
ma'am.
not
Thank you.
saving any plot.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can toggle among these different tabs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think this is all from my side for the day. If you have any queries, whatever I have discussed, so I think queries are welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. My
Thank you.
sincere thanks to Chanchla ma'am for the wonderful delivery of the topic. We have talked about introduction of the R and learned basics of R along with the hands-on session. We are extremely grateful to our expert, Dr. Chanchla Jain ma'am, for gracing her important work and sharing her expertise with us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ankita ma'am. Thank you, everyone. So we will meet tomorrow and we'll start discussing the data structures in R. So I think initial days are very important. Not initial, all 10 days are very important. So this is my request from all the participants. Be regular so that you can learn R at least for your academic and research purpose. This is all from my side for the day.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Ankita
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so we will
Thank
see
you,
you
ma'am.
tomorrow in the second session. My thanks to all the participants. And here with a good note, I conclude today's session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is it end for the day?
Since there was some passage.